What's going on, guys? How you guys doing this Sunday night? You guys doing okay? There they are. Thank you guys for showing up. Philip's here. Pureblood's here. Thanks for tuning in. Which I try to do these things every Sunday. I've been pretty consistent for the last month or two now, I guess. So hopefully everything's sounding good. Hopefully the lights are good. Comment in the chat if the sound's alright. And Itzy, how many times do I have to tell you no ads? Well, it's on right now. My Itzy, my IT person, is trying to charge y'all for watching these live streams. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I did absolutely nothing today. That's what I hate Sundays. I hate Sundays because I did absolutely nothing. Itzy slept probably 20 hours. She's only been up for about maybe an hour and a half today. So I did absolutely nothing today. Kind of wasted today. Kind of pissed off about it. But it's alright. I can't even say I got any rest because I didn't sleep. But, yeah, she slept. I didn't sleep. We did binge watch that TV show on Netflix, Squid Game, till like 2 a.m. last night, though. But other than that, you know, this past week was kind of dead. My hair's really, like, crazy right now. This past week was pretty dead. It was really dead, actually, as far as sales go. Yeah, no, sleeps for the week. That's what I tell Itzy. So I don't know if you guys checked out that last YouTube video I posted a couple days ago about the car market. But summertime is like really bad for sales, typically, at least for us and most people. But I've talked to a few car dealers and they've had a bad 2 months. Luckily, June was really good for us. Actually, really great. Probably one of the best months, which is out of the ordinary. But this past week has definitely felt like a summer week. Not very many leads. Really, no. I don't even know if we've had anybody show up to the dealership, really. Not really that many lookers. It's just the summer months. That's how it is. I had a lot of people flake out on me buying their cars, which is weird. I mean, it's usually the opposite. Like, where people are trying to buy cars from me, we make a deal, and then they flake out. That's normal deal. Happened to me twice on my pace car already. 2 people's flaked out on that. But I'm talking about cars I've made offers on and agreed to buy, and we come to an agreement, and then they flake out on me. Like, they just, no, stop answering the phone calls. Computers, you have the computer plugged in?
Yes, I have.
Stop answering their phone calls. Then they want to hold off. I don't understand. That's weird. This is probably the first time I've ever been flaked out on me trying to give people money. So that's a first for me. Interest rates have to go down. Yeah, I do. I think interest rates are definitely going to fall down for sure. I mean, they're already... Because you guys, well, a lot of you guys know I've been looking to buy a house. And I did spend like an hour today looking at some houses because I live in an apartment right now. And I got my pace car. See, one of the main reasons I want a house is because I don't own a car personally. I drive whatever's for sale on the car lot. So right now I went to a car show on Saturday night in the pace car, and so obviously I took it home. So now I got my pace car just sitting outside in a parking lot, and people obviously know that's my car, so they know I live here. So I kind of want a house for that kind of reason. So I did spend about an hour today looking at that. But the point of that was I think housing prices are going to come down. I think the mortgage rates are going to definitely come down. Downside to that is there's a lot of people that have money tied up in their house, and so when the house value goes down, they're losing money, so that's less money for them to spend. which is going to affect the prices on everything else. So, cars, Corvettes, that kind of stuff. So I think the prices will definitely come down a bit in the next 12 months. But yeah, nothing really too exciting happened this past week, to be honest with you. I don't even think we sold a car. I don't think we sold a car. We may have sold one, but if we did, it wasn't anything too important. A lot of mechanics, a lot of repairs. You have 6 houses, but live in 2 of them. We got a real estate baller over here. Look at this guy. I'm gonna give you some confetti in chats. Awesome. I got lots of friends who are in real estate. Lots of friends who are in real estate. Me and my dad are dumb because we got in the car business. We couldn't deal with that real estate stuff. We wanted some headaches. We wanted all the headaches. That's awesome. No mortgage. Congratulations. That's the American dream, but it's hard to get into. Hard to get into. And I really don't understand. I kind of feel bad for realtors. My realtor that I have, he's a friend of mine. I was like, dude, how are you making any money? I know nobody's buying anything. So I kind of feel bad for them. But they did have a heyday back in 2020, 2021, 2022. So I guess hopefully they saved. Hopefully they saved some money off all those houses they sold. But yeah, they'll collect them rent checks. That's awesome. That is awesome. What's up, Reggie? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. So, let's see what I got over here. There is actually a Corvette, a classic Corvette, on an auction right now on Bring a Trailer. Have you guys ever bought anything on Bring a Trailer before? I work at Walmart, hardly making money. Well, I guess it depends how long you want to stay at Walmart and work your way up. There's some people in there that make a lot of money. Obviously, I guess, but yeah, I can assume most people don't. I own a car dealership, and it's hard to pay rent and mortgage. Can I have something to drink, please? All right.
Tea or tofu?
Tea.
Tea, okay.
Let's see here. Oh, my screen doesn't show. I'm telling you, I'm doing everything right. Itzy's making fun of me right now. Look. Okay, look. Right here. Look.
Okay.
Nothing.
I didn't plug it in.
Oh, you didn't plug it in. You didn't plug it in. Why do you have to replug these things all the time?
No, I don't know.
There was a 72 LT1 on Cars and Bids too. You know what? I forgot about that website. I forgot about Cars and Bids. A ZR1 C7 is probably low miles and manual. I believe it.
You want me to plug it in or
I got it.
okay.
All right. Let me get this little thing off. That pace car's calling your name. All those rental houses, come on. Send a couple of them rent checks over. So here's, if you guys don't know, Bring a Trailer is an online auction all over the country. I have it posted to close to my zip code. What is this, a 4-door Falcon's in my town? Or 2-door? So I tried to sell one of these like 5 years ago, but it was a 4-door on consignment. and did not sell it. It was very hard to get rid of. An old rat rod. I don't like these cars. What do you guys do? You guys like this kind of stuff? These rat rods? I was never a fan of these. But there was a Corvette semi-close to me that looks alright. They are kind of cool, but like I wouldn't buy one. So all these like 220 miles from now. These are like dealerships, like I'm guessing. Yeah, dealership. Let's see, Chevelle. I love Chevelles. I really do. Oh, I was watching this car. I thought I was watching it. I'm not signed in. Sign in real quick. Oh, I'm not even signed in on this thing. BRM. Huh. Yes, the monsters had a few crazy cars. Oh, here's the Corvette right here. So this one, I guess, sold previously on Bring a Trailer about a year ago. Yeah, September 2020. What do you guys think? I always get worried about cars that people try to resell after immediately buying them. Like, I don't know. I get a little worried. Like, why are they selling it so soon? Do you guys feel like that? So, like, they bought this car in September 2024. They haven't even owned it a year, and they're reselling it. So it makes me think that there's some gremlins in it. There could not be, but that's what I think. But beautiful car, 69, 350, 4-speed, which is awesome. Side pipe, which is even better in my opinion. I like these steering wheels in these cars. It's in Texas, so shipping's not gonna kill me. Underneath looks alright. Let's watch some videos of it real quick. See if we can get a video of it running. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Can you guys hear that? Awesome, awesome. I think it is power brakes. It's got long tube headers on there. 4-speed has been rebuilt, different yoke, drive shaft. Also replace. I'm pretty sure this is what I'm having to replace on my 75. Let me see here. It'll normally tell you right in here. I mean, there's the brake reservoir, but let's see here. Clean as my future wife. That one deserves some laughing faces. Now you got me trying to read. Yeah, 4-wheel disc brake right here. So yeah, you definitely people got too spoiled. Too spoiled. They need all the power stuff. I wish they did videos like this on like my Mannheim auction or like dealer auctions in general. I don't know why they did, like, I don't understand why they don't. Yeah, 4-wheel disc brakes right here. Oh, well, he didn't say power. But, yeah. They should be able to put, like, videos. As much money as these freaking auctions make, you guys see how much the buy fees are that I have to pay on some of this stuff? There's some way for them to put, like, a 30-second video of the car. Sorry, I got a notification on the Corvettes for auction, but every Corvette's like in New York. And that's another thing. All the people I've been getting calls from to sell me their car, which is great. I'm not complaining. But they're from the deals I made that they flaked out on, which again is weird, was in California, Iowa, and somewhere northeast. I forget exactly which state. But 3 flakeouts on cars. And we did sell we sold two I can't even speak. 2 t-shirts this week. We did sell that, I know. Because in one of the videos I posted, I was wearing a t-shirt of myself. And we sold that t-shirt. Here's some pictures of this Corvette. It looks super clean. But the problem, like, you can tell it's red here, but in some of the photos it looks orange. Like, it looks orange to me here. He's 92 years old. That's awesome. 92, I bet he feels 25 in it. Love the side pipes. I love it. And you know what's weird? When I bought my blue Corvette last month, a lot of people messaged me wanting a non-side pipe car, which I thought was weird. Because I love the side pipes. There's a lot of little chips, like right here. I mean, it's an old car. It's not going to be perfect. What did it sell for last time? I think it sold for... It should tell me somewhere. Sold for $31,000 last time. What do you guys think it sells for this time? I think it brings like 25 grand. I think it brings 25. I'd be a buyer on it under 25, like 22. I think here you got to pay 5% fee or something. Yeah, I think it's a 5% fee. I wish I was signed in. I would have put a bid in here just to mess around. But I don't have my... Let me see. Let me grab. Let me see if I can figure it out real quick. Well, you guys have seen just as much pictures as I have. Here's the top.
What do you mean?
Now, top doesn't look closed, but I think it's just because he has it unlatched. But also, what gets me, which is kind of before I do what I was about to do, look at this. Right here, Texas plate. Cars in Texas. Right here is the Massachusetts plate. So either are some of these pictures from Massachusetts, or he just changed out one plate, which is weird. Aftermarket stereo. So the thing this car has going for it is that it's a 4-speed. I could care less about the convertible, honestly. I'd rather probably have a coupe. I like the convertible better, but the coupe will sell quicker. So I would rather have a coupe than a convertible. But yeah, like some of these photos, he has like Massachusetts plates. The car's in Texas. I mean, there'll be a little transportation cost, but it won't kill me on it. But it's weird that it has Massachusetts plates on some of them. The birdcage has a little bit of corrosion. Yeah, I like the convertibles personally, but the coupes sell better. You could just take the T-tops off. Alright, so I'm going to see if I can get my password and stuff, find it on my phone. And let's place a bid. Since we got all you guys watching here, we'll place a bid on it. What's up, Dustin? How you doing, buddy? We're about to place a bid on Bring a Trailer. Hopefully you guys don't go in there and bid me up. But also, your wife knows it, I bet. What are we bidding on? We're bidding on a 1969 Chevrolet Corvette. I just need to get signed in here. Now, the problem I have with buying things like this on Bring a Trailer or Cars and Bids or stuff like that, I mean, I show you guys most of the time what I pay for things. I got no problem with that. But somebody that I'm going to sell it to, they could just go out there, type in the VIN number, and this listing's going to pop up, and they'll see exactly what I paid for the car. I'm like, well, you only paid $23,000 for it. Why are you asking $27,000? Well, I got to make some money. You should have bought it. That's always my response. That was a deal. You should have bought it. I snagged it up first. But sometimes people would rather buy it from me. Like, for example, say I bought this car. And somebody else saw me buy it. And then they go and pay me more than what I bought it for, obviously. And they wanted to do it that way because I'm the one taking all the risk. What if I buy the car and it's completely jacked up? And so now I bought the car online and it's jacked up, and they are able to go to my dealership in person and check it out. And so they feel more secure about it. So really, I'm the one taking the risk up front. Not too high at first, 17K. Oh, you guys aren't showing my screen. Alright, I'm signed in, and I've only bid on Bring a Trailer a handful of times, mainly because there's never any stuff that I want in my area. So the high bid right now is $11,000. We'll go in here and type in 11,750. This is how easy it is. This is how easy you spend money. And you know what gets me? Is I bet there's a lot of deals that fall through. Because the only requirement that it takes to put this bid in is you just have to put a credit card number in. So right here, 11,750. It says if I win, which obviously I'm not, there will be a $587 fee. So a total sale of $12,337. So let's place our bid. And you get a little sound, and we got a bid placed. So now we're your top bidder currently on a 69 Corvette. So you can see right here, we are top bidder. I bought this car for a customer to put it roads. Customer ended up with hell usually backed out, so now we're selling the car. Okay, so this is a little Okay, so this is what's confusing. So it's a private party. So not a dealer. But here, so this is what I like about Bring a Trailer. Is thank you. I hope I can get a steal on it too. I could use one. I could use this. I've been paying a lot of money for stuff. But I like Bring a Trailer because you can like talk in here. I think you can do it on Cars and Bids too. I just forgot about that website. But this is where I get a lot of my market, like on the classics, because there's no like, you guys see me do MMR, wholesale values, Kelly Blue Book, NADA. You can get wholesale trade-in values on any newer car. But when it comes to classics, it's very hard to put a number on something because there's so many variables. So it's auctions like this, Mecum, Barrett, that help me out a lot. Okay, let's see what these are. So here's what the seller says. I bought this car for a customer, which is weird because he's a private party, to put a road shop chassis in an LS9 with a boiler 6-speed. The customer ended up with health issues and backed out, so now we're selling the car. This is what I'm talking about right here. I buy the cars and I take the risk and people back out on me. It's weird for people to back on me when I'm trying to buy stuff from them. The core support has a little surface rust, but it's very solid. This is the second time this has happened to me. The other time was with a C1 Corvette. The customer bought the car and I'm selling it for the customer. Okay, so is the car in the customer's name or this guy's name? That's kind of a weird scenario. Picture taken always look better. Yeah. Yeah, pictures definitely look better. If you ever been on any dating sites, you know that's the truth. Pictures always make them look better. So, that one right there. Yeah, it's a clean title. Alright. Sounds like they want to let it go though. Yeah, they'll probably let it go, but I guess it depends how much they want to lose. This is weird. I'm editing your videos while watching you live. Anthony, you're supposed to be going live editing my videos. You said so. Everybody in the chat, you see Anthony Ponce. He edits some of our videos, not the YouTube ones, because I have him back in 2 months. All right, I'm trying to catch up with these comments right here. It could be that somebody sells it because they have buyer's remorse. Maybe the car wasn't as comfortable or someone expect. Yeah, well, you know, that's always, when you buy things sight unseen, that's what comes with the territory. You get these big pictures in your head, you're going to drive it, you're going to do this, and then you pay a lot of money like they did, $31,000 for it. You're expecting it to be pretty pristine. They probably put it up on the lift and saw some surface rust, freaked out, and decided not to deal with it. Well, I can find out. Look, so this is a good thing about Bring a Trailer. So the person selling the car is this Trencher King, I guess. And now we can go to the last listing and we can see who it sold to. So it should be Trencher King. Yeah. So his story doesn't really make sense. It's sold to him, but he's saying it's somebody else's car, or he's selling it for them. I don't know. It doesn't really... There's a lot of weird things about that. If they want to let it go, definitely be cheaper than what they paid for it. Please explain how that site works. You just place a bid. Okay, yeah, I lost my train of thought. So you guys saw me put a bid in here. So it's a timed auction. So this auction ends in 5 days. Now this seller has a reserve, because if they didn't, it would say no reserve right here. What no reserve means, the last bid gets it. So right now we don't know what the seller wants for the car. We'll know after the auction ends. But you got 5 days. People come in here, communicate with the seller, look at photos, and then you just pretty much, it's an auction. Bid up until the last couple of minutes. Now, the problem with this, and it's happened, I've seen it on a few listings before, and I'm sure it happens a lot. The only thing you need to do to get registered for this, I don't even think I had to put my ID in here. First, I don't even remember if I put my ID in here. I had to put my credit card information in. It saves your credit card information, and at the end, whenever you win your car, it charges your credit card the 5% fee. It doesn't charge you the full amount, just takes out the 5% fee, and then you have to coordinate with the seller to get the car picked up and the payment. So I'm sure there's a lot of deals that fall through after this, because now it's up to the seller to collect the money. Did you bid on that? Yeah, I bid. You see me right here. So I'm highlighted in yellow. 11,750 bid, placed by BRM. I went with BRM because, like I said earlier, I didn't want people to see Stingrayalley bidding on all these cars. So that was that. But yeah, there's nothing really, anything good close to me. Here's a cool Corvette. But again, you're still buying things online. You're trusting other people. It's a little, I wouldn't say, it's definitely less risky than what I'm doing currently. I'm buying cars completely sight unseen all over the country. At least here, there's a lot of photos and stuff. But yeah. Let's see. Let's look at my current inventory. So I lowered prices on a lot of stuff. I got a little Z4 BMW. Took $1,000 off that. 69,000 miles. This is the only car I raised the price on. I raised it $750. Mainly because I had to eat about $1,500 in repairs. My little pace car right here. 27,000 miles. 2 people flaked out on it. I did have somebody from YouTube message me on it today, though. He's interested in it. I've had as far as what cars gain the most attention, probably my 75 Corvette, but the car is still in the mechanic shop. So have not got that out yet, so have not been able to make any deals on it because I don't know how much the repair is going to be and I don't know when it's going to be done. I've had a lot of action on my C4 Corvette too. Just a lot of people wanting me to finance it. Thunderbird, we all know how Thunderbirds go. I had a lot of action on this when I first got the car, but again, a little bit dead. Huge price drop on this car. So you guys know this car is on consignment, which meaning it's not my car. I'm selling it for somebody. He originally wanted $46,000 for it. On the consignments, I only have them bring it for 60 days. If it doesn't sell in 60 days, I just tell them to pick it up. Well, 60 days was coming up in about 2 weeks. Called them Saturday, said, hey man, your car's not getting any action at all. I need you to come pick it up next week. He's like, well, just do one last deal, $40,000. Let's try to sell it. So lowered this down to $40,000. A couple Harleys. I'm really surprised. This is probably the most surprising one, is this Jeep right here. It's a very clean Jeep. and I live by the beach. This is how you know it's slow. I am a beach town. People live and breathe these things right here. And I think I've had 2 messages on it. Got a whole winch, lift kit, drives great, automatic, AC. It's the perfect beach car. And I've had 2 messages on it. My Lincoln, I've had everybody in the world come and love and take pictures and talk to me about my Lincoln, but nobody with no real money. I drove this car all last week. All week I drove this car. This is the best driving car on the car lot, by far. So probably most attention is this car, but no money. I think guy interested in the truck. Call him up, let him know about the price check. Yeah, I need to text him, but again, the guy was a used car salesman, so we all know how people are. They lie about how much money they make. And then this is the car my dad's been driving the most. Actually, he drove this one for about a week and a half. He drove it home this weekend. This AMG Mercedes. He loves these cars. He loves driving like these import convertible 2-door cars. Quick little thing. But yeah, that's it. I think we got maybe 2 cars on here. How many cars are on here actually? 17. I think we have like 26 cars in our inventory. 26 to 28. Some of them in shops, some of them repos. So it's the majority of our inventory ready to go. Yeah, the AMG is really nice. Yep. A lot of car sales, a lot of people in sales definitely, you can't really believe what people tell you they make in general. But when it comes into car sales, then it's, yeah, they're making 6 figures plus. Really, man. Why's your credit 400? Oh, you don't have a credit card? You have a debit card? That's weird. A lot of lies. No, I think it's just funny because there's a car dealership right across the street from me. And they tell me, yeah, man, I sold 30 cars last month. Lie number 1, I can literally see how many cars drive into the place. I made $15,000 last month. I made $20,000 the month before. Okay, cool, man. And they're looking at a car that I have. Well, why don't you buy a car from your place? Oh, I don't trust the cars over there. I said, okay. And they're looking at like a, not this guy specifically, but in general, most of our cars are like around $15,000, $12,000 to $15,000. And I was like, well, man, just save you up and buy it cash. Or I said, you've had 2 great months, just buy this thing cash. Oh, no, man, I only got $1,500 down. Well, I mean, you just sold 30 cars. What do you mean you got $1,500 down? Well, I'm still waiting for the commission check, waiting for this. And then they're not there 2 weeks later. So we actually don't sell cars to car salesmen because their turnaround rate's so high and they lie. What's up, Nick? And I wish I was Mr. Moneybags over here. I'm still in an apartment. I don't understand how people are affording to buy stuff. Righty. But what I tried to buy, I don't know how I can pull. Actually, I can't pull up. I'll tell you what. I wish I had it. It's on my phone. and you guys can't see my phone pictures, but actually, you know what? I think I can. I'll do a little bit extra. I figured it out. Getting close to your bedtime. Yeah, getting close to mine too. I tried cooking some Tortino's. I love Tortino's pizza, the little oven pizzas things. Well, I was hungry this morning, and Itzy took my dog out to go play. I was like, you know what? I'll cook us some lunch. I'll cook some Tortino's. I set the whole apartment was filled with smoke. Everything. And I was dropping pizzas. I dropped the pizza in the oven. It was burning, cheese everywhere. I made a mess. And so we haven't eaten today. I think Itzy's cooking something right now. Day of a house, but you already have Itzy, so you're growing up. You know, personally, I don't really care about owning a house. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with paying rent. I would much rather rent a house than buy a house. That's what I would rather do. But there's nothing really good to rent around here, so I guess my option is to buy one. And it's probably 6:30 for you, Reggie, but it is 8:30 here. But I'm going to show you a really random car. It's different. It is different. The problem I have about owning a house is, I don't want to get distracted because it's going to take me a bit. When you look at it financially, right now, it doesn't make any sense. It's 0 cents. For me to buy a house, I'll have to put $100,000 to $120,000 down. My mortgage is going to be $3,500 a month to maybe $4,000 after electricity, water, insurance, all that stuff. So coming out, let's round it off to $4,000. It's $4,000 out going a month. Boom, 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 boom. And then hopefully you don't have to replace the AC. Hopefully you don't have to do roof, this, that, all that other stuff, right? And then you're out the down payment. So that's a lot of cash. That's a lot of cash I could have to buy cars with. It would eat up a lot of cash. My first home, they made me pay to do the deal. They made you pay to do. They paid you to do the deal. I need a deal like that. I need a deal like that. But it just eats up so much cash. It would take up a lot of cash flow. So right now, this place is like $1,650 a month. And then you got electricity and all this other stuff. But just the rent, $1,650. And people say, "Oh, you're burning it." Well, technically, I'm saving, $2,500? I'm saving $2,500 by not having a mortgage every month. So over the course of a year, I have $2,500, $25,000, $27,500, $30,000. Is that right? I have an extra $30,000 in my pocket. See if my math was right. I didn't finish college, so I could be wrong. Yep, $30,000. I was right. So I got $30,000 extra in my bank account by just renting. Oh, and then taxes. Yeah, I thank you for reminding me. I see your comment right now about not commenting or about not showing up. That's pretty funny. And then the good thing about renting is I can move whenever if something else pops up that I like better. Taxes in Texas, yes. So taxes in Texas are actually extremely freaking high. I totally forgot to even consider that. Now you can write it off your income tax, but it doesn't really help you that much. like every single house I'm looking at, I'll show you guys here in a second. 12,000, 13,000, 15,000 property taxes. And then you'll find some for like 8,000, 9,000. That's a lot. I mean, that's a lot to pay in property tax. I don't understand how people afford it. I really don't. So that's why I think houses are going to fall in prices. Any first-time buyers programs, I thought about getting a smaller, more affordable house in years down the road. What I've come to learn is that they just make up all these different deals. First-time buyer deals. You go to car dealerships, second-time buyer, third time, third chance, second chance. It's all BS, in my opinion. What it boils down to is, do you have the credit? Do you have the money down? Is your debts outstanding compared to your income? It's the same process. They just label it different things as marketing, in my opinion. Now you can put 5% down on a house. I personally just wouldn't put 5% down on the house. I would put 20% down, because you don't have to pay the extra PMI insurance. And then you have like a buffer if the housing market changes, makes your payment lower. So I would put 20% down on a house. Sent you a house a while back. Oh yeah. Nick sent me a house that we all need to chip in on, $1 million. I saw they're building on Instagram. They're building some like huge mansion in. Well, there's a lot of mansions in Houston, but this one was super expensive. They're making a lot more apartments than houses now. Oh yeah, if you come in Corpus, there's so many apartments being built, and the new houses look like apartments. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys this car. This is a very random car. It's a Corvette. It's a C4. But you've never seen one like this. It is a Barbie Corvette.
It's my new car.
It is a Barbie car.
It's my new car.
So this one right here, I had to email myself pictures. But here's the back of it, completely custom. So he said he widened it 4 inches, lowered. He chopped off the hatch, but made this still pop up. It's a removable target top. The interior is pink. He sent me a few more pictures, but this is just what I emailed to myself. But yeah, a Barbie edition Corvette. You can see the little bit of pink in the seats over here. Yeah, Itzy wants it. She says she wants to trade in her pink smart car for it. Now, it looks good. It looks good, sounds good. Problem is, it's a salvage title. It's a salvage rebuilt title. And the guy watches me on Facebook or YouTube. He built it for his ex-wife.
Now they're divorced.
Been divorced for like 10 years, but he's helping her sell it, so he reached out to me. Well, Dustin, I got this message. So this one popped up. But it's weird just showing up in your chat. Yeah, so I did make him an offer on it. So it's a 1990 Corvette. And it was signed. He got the gas lid signed by Zora Duntoff, the famous guy for Corvettes. And it was it was in like Vet magazine. He sent me some articles, but this is all back like in the early 90s. He's had it since the 90s. And he bought it salvage title. So the story was somebody stole it off the dealership, got in a huge car accident, insurance company paid it off, and then he bought it like that and then did all this custom stuff to it. So that's kind of a hard car to put a number on, because one, you know, back in the 90s and early 2000s, yeah, that's the car, that's a sick car. It still is a cool car. But it's a C4, it's got 90,000 miles on it, salvage title, custom. And he wouldn't tell me a price. He's like, what? Because he's selling it for his ex-wife. And I said, well, I mean, what do you want for it? I don't know, man. Make me an offer on it. I hate when people do that to me. He's like, you know how much you want. Just tell me. Oh, I got to get with my wife, this, and my ex-wife. I was like, look, dude, you got a salvage title C4. It looks super cool. I normally wouldn't buy it. I don't buy salvage title cars. But I'll buy it just because it's freaking pink. I said, I'll give you $5,000 for it. And he says, well, I'll talk to my ex-wife.
I'll just buy it because my girlfriend likes pink cars.
Yeah, I'm sure. So that's what I offered. Hey, the cat away from me. The cat always scratches me. And so he lives he lives in Port Arthur, Nick. He is kind of close to you. Close to Louisiana. But still in Texas. So shipping wouldn't kill me on it, but it's definitely more of an eye appeal car, for sure. The thing that's really wrong is this salvage rebuilt title. And I recorded the phone call because I planned to make a video to post it online. And when he started telling me about it, I said, is it a clean title? Can you send me the VIN? Oh, it's a clean title. I was like, but you just told me it was completely wrecked. Yeah, it was a salvage title, but now it's a clean title. I was like, no, they don't. Once it's a salvage rebuilt title, it's a salvage rebuilt title. No, in Texas they changed it to clean. So I don't think so, man, but let me take a look at it. It was a rebuilt title. They didn't change it to clean. Good evening, Volkswagen Planet. Itzy looks great tonight. Your puppy is beautiful and smart. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the compliments. But yeah, I don't know. I think 5,000 is a good number to be at on it. Obviously, I'm not even there in person to see what the condition is actually like. But other than that, that's been about it. So the deals that flaked out on me was another 1985 Corvette. A guy out of Iowa called me on it. That one, I feel like I made this guy a really strong offer, actually. It's a 1985 Corvette, has 124,000 miles on it. Looks really, really good in the photos. Looks really good. Can't deny that. I offered him $4,500 for the car. What it did have is like all this wood grain. I hate the wood grain dash. Like the whole inside is all wood grain. I don't like that. But yeah, 124,000 miles on it. Shipping was $1,200. Offered him $45,000. I'd be in at $5,700, which I think that was a very strong offer for that car. Then I made another strong offer on a 07 Corvette convertible, super clean car, black, 70,000 miles on it. Guy lived in California, had the whole deal worked out. And then he texts me a few days later saying his wife didn't want him to sell the Corvette. I said, man, I'm giving you all the money for the car. I said, they're not going to go up. They're going to continue to go down. So if you want, and he needed the money. I said, so if you need the money, now's the time to sell it. He's like, no, my wife said I'd just keep it and we'll sell it to you later. I was like, okay, but I can't be held to that offer I gave you. He's like, I know, I understand. Then there's another '07 Corvette convertible in, I forget where this, I can't remember where this one's at. Ohio, that's where it's at. Made a whole deal on that one too. Flaked out, giving him all the money for it. Thank you, Dustin. Thank you. Thank you for complimenting me. And it's probably going to need a little work. I'm sure it does. Ask him to trade for some peak. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to step up on some cars, guys, because, you know, I need some Corvettes in inventory. I'm not a big fan of the C4s. You guys know that. And so I'm even stepping up and making offers on C4s. I know the Wood Grain Kid. I used to like them when I was younger. Line C4s that I come across only a few. I don't think it was a factory option. I think it was like an aftermarket thing people put on back in the day. What you offer on a C7 depends on what kind of C7 it is, Dustin. Lots of different trim levels. You're stepping up to buy these cars. Yeah, I am, unfortunately. I'm getting stuck with them. Meant C607. I think I offered him, for the one with 70,000 miles, I offered him, I think 16.5. And it was going to run me, he lived in California, it was going to run me $1,200 or $1,300 to ship it. And if you saw my YouTube video a few weeks ago, you saw I bought an '08 for cheaper than that. Which '08 they changed the LS engine. Oh, by the way, lighting looks good tonight. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, we got, I've been using this camera for like ever. For about a year now, or I guess about a year, a little over a year. And I finally figured out some settings thanks to Anthony, my videographer. He changed some settings in it. Actually showed me a couple things I never even saw on it. So I think we got it. I think we're getting this camera dialed in pretty good. Hopefully here, maybe in the next couple months, I'll buy a different lens. So where the lens will make a big difference on the quality. But thank you. C4 for life here. Love my 88 Vert. They're great cars. I love the convertible versions. I really love the convertible C4s. Still chasing the C5? Me too. I'm still chasing C5s. Right now, what I think is going crazy is the C5s. The C5s are like going over lower price C6 money. Like C5s and C6s are selling pretty close to the same price at an auction. Nice ones. I mean, I'm talking about like low mileage stuff. But like if I had to say, Bobby, you got $30,000. What Corvette would you buy to appreciate the most? I'd buy a C4 and C5. If I wanted to retain the value, I'd buy a C3. C7s will fall. C6s will come down. I think the C4s will grow in popularity like in the next decade. They'll probably grow, like the days of seeing a $10,000 C4 will probably be gone. Bobby, we all like the video or pay Bobby a few dollars. What the hell was this? What'd you do here, Dustin? What is that? Can we all like the video or pay Bobby a few dollars? Yeah, like the video, right here. Wait, Dustin, you paid $2 for that? You're crazy. Yeah, W Jaggin. That's awesome, Dustin. In my opinion, C4 verts are clean lines in the C4, even if I can't get my dad in the C5 or C6. I still consider decent. The C4 Corvette convertible is a beautiful car. I like those ones a million times over than the coupes, which is weird. I don't know. I got a weird preference on the cars. I'd rather have a C4 convertible, C5, C6 coupe, and then if I was going to buy a C8, I would like the convertible version because it looks exactly like the hardtop. And then C7, probably coupe. Going to be like a C3. It might take 50 years to come around. I guess as far as the clamshell front end. But yeah, if I was gonna like retain my money, like I didn't really care if it grew. I just didn't want to lose that much of it. You're gonna want to buy a chrome bumper Corvette for sure, or any kind of C3. But like the earlier in the 70s, maybe like the real Stingrays. So like 76 and before, you'll be able to retain that kind of value. C4, C5, I think will show a little appreciation over the years. C6, I think will come down. C7 will come down. C8s for sure will come down. Wait, the C3 market isn't going up. I like the Chromebook. That was going to be the C3 market is actually fallen. It's fallen. I mean, a lot of like that stuff has fallen since like 20. I can't say fallen because it's gone up so much. So like if you tried to buy a chrome bumper C3, here's a good example. Back in 2021, I think, I had a 68 convertible, fully restored, 4-speed, matching number car. All documentations, all this and that. We sold that car for $39,000, $39,500 back in 2021. That same car right now is probably worth about $30,000. And back at that time, that car was selling for $45,000. So they've come down in the last 2 years, but that's because they've shot up so much. I think the C3 market will stay around this price range. Where's red on red? CA has been telling copy cars best to get Z06 if possible or manual Corvette. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I feel like the manual or like the Z06s, especially like the C8s. I wonder if those cars are going to take a hit. The new ZR1's already out, but I wonder if those cars are going to start taking a hit for people unloading them trying to get the ZR1. How often do I attend in-person auctions? Not very much. Not very much. I used to go a lot with my dad, but now, so the auctions that we kind of attend is, there's an auction in Corpus, which is the worst auction ever in the history of auctions. There's San Antonio Auto Auction, there's San Antonio Manheim, Dallas Manheim, and Victoria Auto Auction. So there's 5 auctions that we semi go to. My dad used to go to one in Victoria, Texas religiously every week, but he stopped going to. It's about an hour and a half, 2-hour drive. And then they kind of changed up how they run their cars. So they all run them as is. My dad hates buying as is. Obviously, there's very good reasons you don't want to do that. So he stopped going there. My dad gets very little sleep, so he doesn't like waking up early, but he does go to San Antonio Auto Auction, which is 2 hours away. He goes to that one in person with my brother, and they go buy the cars there. Wednesday, I'm in San Antonio, Manheim, San Antonio, Dallas, Tennessee, all online because I can't be at 3 places at once. We do live streams, so you guys seen that. And then that same day, there's an auction in Corpus, which my dad goes to, mainly to hang out with all the other dealer guys over there. And yeah, but me, I just don't have, I guess I don't have that time. I would much rather go to in-person auctions. But I don't have the time. Different buyers, time goes on. Around the years, yes. Is the 1990 Z01 worth anything? Depends what you mean by that. Yeah, they're worth something. They're a very popular car. Very popular car. Problem is, if you ever need to fix something on it, you're screwed. That engine is wild. I went to get a t-shirt, but only XL. I'm 2X. I think there's, I don't know, I could change that. Let me see. I think there's some on here. I mean, I could just really change that pretty easy, but
Asking which design, because some designs are not available at 2XL.
which designs are not available to XL?
I don't know.
I'm checking right now. What he's talking about, what Pureblood's saying is, I guess he went to our website and tried to get a t-shirt. We didn't have the size. Which one were you looking at? Oh, there's old Ken. She used to have Itzy's job. Who's this girl? This doesn't look like Itzy anymore. Which one? I guess I'll click any of them. Let's see. This was 2X, 3X, 4X, 5X. 2X, 3X, 4X, 5X. Let's see. Oh, Bobby on it. Oh, that one. It's a popular shirt right here. 2X. It says on my deal, it says it's got it at least. Maybe does it have it for all the sizes? Yeah, Itzy made this one with Chat GPT. I can never say that right. It's cool. I need a different color. I don't like the blue one I was wearing. I'd like a black one. I wear a lot of black shirts. Mainly because I get oil all over me all the time. Do you get... Yeah, especially... And if you guys ever do buy a t-shirt, subscribe. I think I spelled this wrong. Subscribe. Use this code. Use this code right here. Let's see here. need to catch up on this stuff real quick. You should auction those motorcycles and Mustang to use the money for more Get Smart inventory. I would love to get rid of the motorcycles. The problem would be those motorcycles would bring nothing at an auction. At least a dealer auction. If I ran those two bikes through a dealer auction, they'd probably bring like $4,000 a pop. Paid more for both of those. So the motorcycles just don't bring that much at a dealer auction. The Mustang, I mean, I could take it to like a public auction, I guess. But the Mustang, I would love to sell. What we need to sell is my Woody. I don't know why my dad is in love with his 1949 Woody. But that's one we should sell to get some capital going. But he does not want to sell it. His Mustang he will sell, but somebody's got to pay a good price for it. I had somebody offer $54,000 for it one time, and he didn't take it. Do you guys pay the Spanish-looking guy money to record your videos? I wish he did it for free, Anthony. So what Anthony does is he, like, 90% of the stuff you see, he does not record. He comes every week and shoots 4 videos a week. Lately, I post 3 videos a day. So it's a very small fraction of what we've been posting lately. But yes, we do pay him to do that stuff. Unfortunately, I did not get cheap Mexican labor from Anthony. But he has a car with us, so we kind of do some like trading. What made you guys get into the Corvette dealer world, kind of a niche market? That would be a question for my dad. He's the one who started it. I don't think it was mainly because he loved Corvettes that much. I mean, he does love Corvettes, but it's not like, oh, Corvette, Corvette, Corvette. I think it was mainly because it was a kind of a car. That's the thing where Corvette's kind of getting away from now, is that Corvette was made for that hard-working American guy. A guy that would work, save up some money, he can afford a sports car. A nice sports car off a, blue-collar wage. So my dad liked that to where he could sell it to multiple people. It wasn't going to be a high-end ticket. But obviously these days, that Corvette hasn't held up to that standard anymore. You got to make multiple 6 figures to afford a new one. So I think that's why he did it. And then also they're fiberglass, and we live by the ocean, and metal cars would rust out fairly quicker. Me too, Black like Mr. Cash says. What made you guys? I hate seeing dead money sitting in your inventory. Yeah, I hate, every time I look at those motorcycles, it's like, man, well, there's, 8,000, there's 8,000, that's 16,000 just sitting there. That's one Corvette that I could sell for 20,000. So really, those 2 Harleys are costing me $20,000 by sitting there. That's the way I look at it. My dad looks at it as like, okay, cool, takes up space in the showroom. I like it. Oh, you can see the puppy's butt back there. They can see you. They can see you, Bulma. Great show, one of my favorites from YouTube. I appreciate that. And I watch a good amount of YouTube too. Like I watch the same people that y'all probably watch. Like today, I watched Gas Monkey Garage. And I look at the videos, and my YouTube videos is me and Itzy. I don't know the first thing about camera settings, this computer live stream stuff. Itzy handles all this live stream setup. I know cars, I know how to talk in front of a camera, but when it comes to like settings, this, editing, That's me doing all of it. And when I look at these huge channels, I see, man, like, you can't see, like, the video is, like, super white or super exposed. I know some of mine are too, but I have an excuse. I'm not an editor. Like Gas Monkey Garage, they hire a team of people to videotape and edit and do all this stuff. And it should look a lot better than what it does. But I watched one of his videos today. I watched George's video today too. I think that was it. But I watched the same people. But I'm glad I'm one of your favorite YouTube channels. I appreciate that a lot. There's a lot of good ones out there. So I do appreciate you guys tuning into our little channel. Which is, it's been growing pretty good. I think we're coming up on 5,000 subscribers. So we're coming up on 5,000 subscribers coming up pretty soon. So that's awesome. Hopefully we get 10,000. Hopefully we get 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. But my main goal isn't subscribers. I could care less if it was 50. If it was just you guys, all 30 or 35 people of you guys in here. That would be perfect for me. It doesn't matter. I've been making videos forever. Didn't really start it to have a massive following or anything. I just did it to post cars online. People can look at them, see what our inventory is all over the country. So I didn't do it to get paid or get famous or anything. Just did it to market our cars. Older generation buyers, luxury sports cars. Take care. Hey, good night, Volkswagen Plant. Get ready for work tomorrow. Hopefully everything goes good at your dealership. It's money in the bank. Physical assets. Yeah, exactly. You and my dad have the same mindset. My dad says it's better than money in the bank because he can look at it, touch it, drive it, smell it, lick it. It's coming together, bro. Appreciate it, Reggie. Yeah, I watched Dennis Collins too. The thing that gets me about Dennis Collins, though, is that guy will travel across the whole country to go pick up a rust bucket. I think he maybe just does it for the video. I know sometimes he'll take parts off of them to use them for his other projects or sell them, at an auction when he gets a whole bunch of them. But I wouldn't be traveling across the country to pick up those cars. I can tell you that. But I do he's like super knowledgeable. That's the thing about Dennis, is like he knows everything. Like he can just look at a trim tag and tell you everything you need to know about it. So that's really cool. And then the Gas Monkey guy, he's kind of like partnered up and buddies with the guy I buy a lot of cars from. That's another guy I watch too. His videos are getting really good. Is John Clay Wolf. He owns Give Me the VIN. You guys see me buy cars from him. Once you have the money in your bank account, it's there. So there's a creditor that can withhold your own money from you if they want to. That's why you need to buy some Bitcoin. That's why you need some crypto. And speaking of crypto, I was complaining about Ethereum last Sunday. And that past week, Ethereum has done great. And AMC. Oh man, I don't even want to get started on AMC. I lost a lot of money. I didn't lose, but I missed out on a lot of money on AMC a few years ago. But yeah, Bitcoin keeps going up and up and up. I think she needs to go outside. But yeah, he's a Jeep guy. So actually, a guy, and that's another weird thing. A guy came over last week. I think I told you guys the story last week. Is he bought an '83 Jeep Renegade. What?
They're picking up the trash and I got myself scared.
He scared herself. She opened up the door to take the dog outside and she just like freaked out. is he brought a Jeep over here. Looked fairly nice. It was purple, had like blue little waves to it, and it was a solid Jeep. Had a little bit of rust. He wanted a lot of money for it, but he said he sent it to Dennis Collins Jeep Bros or whatever the dealership's called, and he said, yeah, they said they just weren't interested in it. So I thought they were pretty strong Jeep buyers, and this Jeep was decent, especially if you're in the Jeep market, but said they weren't interested in it. I watched Dylan McCool. I've never heard of him. I'll have to check him out. You bought 20,000 of XRP at 284 and sold at 336 this week. Solid trade. Solid trade there, Dustin. Look, that pays for your Corvette. That'll pay for part of your Corvette right there. I own one Bitcoin I bought at 20K. That's awesome. Yeah. Wasn't rusty enough. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, wasn't rusty enough. Man, I messed up on XRP. I had like 13,000 tokens. When you have multiple, if you guys don't know, if you have multiple crypto coins, they're called tokens. I had like 25, 26, 20, I can't remember the exact, or 12,000. Like 12,800 XRP tokens that I have been bag holding for like 4 years. Like I was down like 90% on these things. I bought them almost at the peak in 2021. Held them ever since. Sold all 12,000 at $2.50 a few months ago. Thought I was a genius because it fell back into like the $1 range. And here we are, back at like $3.50. So I missed out on another, what, $15,000? I say missed out, but I'm just glad I wasn't down 90%. So I'm not really too torn up about it. Well, my problem was I got in late, held for years, and then got out a little bit too early. But I'm just glad because that position went from, I think I put like 14,000 into it because the peak last time was only like $1.80. I bought most of them around $1.20, $1.30. And it fell down to like 20 cents for like 2 years. And I bought a few more just to average my costs down. And so, but my position went from like 13,000 down to like 2,500, which was sickening. And I just never looked at it. And then it started picking up. Then I saw it go up to like 22,000. I was like, well, hell, this is a lot better than 2,500. So I sold everything. So I'll take that as a win. I will take that as a win. Thank you. Thank you, Asus. Dogecoin, to be honest with you, I think the reason why all these Bitcoin's doing good, XRP, Ethereum, why they're doing all right is because all the money is out of Dogecoin. If Dogecoin and Shiba Inu and all that stuff, if they can just like not go crazy, I think the other cryptos will have a lot bigger chance because the money is going out to other stuff. And that's awesome that you have a full Bitcoin at 20,000. That's amazing. You had some balls to buy it when everything was going crazy. Everybody thought it was going to zero. You're smarter than me, because I've told this story multiple times. I had a 65 Shelby Cobra that I sold for 55,000. I was going to use half of that to buy a Bitcoin when it was around 25,000 because it fell from 60. It's like, you know what? No, I'll be smart and buy it at 20,000. I load up the money on Coinbase. It goes to 20,000. Look, I'm smarter than everybody else. I'll buy it at 17,000. It surely is going to fall under 20. Well, it fell under 20 forget 17. I might as well buy it at 15 now. Well, it went to like 15,800. Then skyrocketed back up to like 22 grand. So I never bought one because I kept changing my order, being greedy. I ended up buying like 30% of one, averaging back into it. But never was able to get a full one because I was too greedy. Oh, Dustin, you had to kill me. You had to kill me with that Cardano. Stabbed a knife through my heart. That's one of the bags I haven't sold yet. I've been holding that one just as long as I've been holding XRP. Thing is, XRP took off a lot quicker. So I don't actually, I can see right here. Because I used to keep them all on a cold wallet. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like having your own bank account for crypto. It's not on an app. So I did sell off a lot of Cardano. I currently have 5,837 Cardano tokens. And Cardano is 86 cents right now. So that's about a $5,000 position. But I'm the idiot. I am the idiot right here. Because I was up in the last Bitcoin cycle. I was up so much money on Cardano. It was insane. I had like... Because I sold off a lot of Cardano this time. I sold like 2,000 coins a few months ago when it was like $1.20. So I sold the peak of that one so far. But back in like 2021, my average cost on Cardano is probably like 80 cents. So I'm probably like at break even right now. But it went to like $3.10. So I bought it at 80 cents and it went to $3.10. That's a huge profit right there. That was like a $15,000 profit at the time, if I'm thinking correctly. About $15,000 profit. 300% return on my money. I didn't cash out a single thing. Didn't cash out a single one and rode it all the way back down to 30 cents. And then been holding it there forever. Oh, I used to day trade a lot, like options and crypto and stuff, but it just got my head so jacked up because I had the right plan. Like, I had the right plan, but the worst timing ever. Like, I just can't time anything. So my deal was like, forget it. I'm just going to buy it, hold it. If it goes up enough, whatever, I'll sell it. No more trying to time it because my timing is off. I'm like the car where the flywheel and the starter aren't matching up right. Sometimes it hits, sometimes, most of the time it doesn't. And then I've had a lot of friends ask me, Bobby, you going to buy this coin? You going to buy that coin? You going to buy this? Because they know I'm big into crypto. And I still have a lot of crypto. It's just all in Ethereum. And I'm like, no, I'm not touching it. I'm like, well, Bobby, it's for sure going to 2x, 3x. I don't care. Anytime I buy something, anytime I buy it, it is the top. Like, it's not a joke. If I buy Bitcoin right now, it'd probably be $90,000 in 2 weeks from now. So I'm not buying anything. I'm just going to let whatever I have go up, hopefully. If not, it goes down, whatever, I'll buy more. But, yeah, so I'm just not buying anything. I don't want to jinx it. But I personally, I wouldn't buy Dogecoin. I wouldn't buy Shibu. From my opinion, take this with a grain of salt because I own a lot of them, is Ethereum would be a good 2 to 3x right now. 3x maybe, 2x probably. But I was also the retard buying it at $5,000 as well, which was the peak last time. Or like 4,500 or something like that. Don't take other people's advice. Something went to like some back and help before. I had a buddy of mine. You know, it seems like you guys are a little bit into crypto and stuff, but a good friend of mine, he lived in Houston. He quit his job because he was day trading crypto so much and making tons of money. I mean, he would be like the most random coins. Like, he would find them, get in them super early, and then they would take off. So, like with crypto, and this is what gets me about XRP, is people don't grasp the concept of market caps. Just because something is $3 doesn't mean it's going to go to $100,000 like Bitcoin. Okay? There's a thing called market cap, which is how much money is in that stuff. So they don't comprehend that very well. But my buddy would buy something that was like worth 100,000 market cap and then sell it at like $1 million market cap. So it would go from 100,000, so that's a 10x. And he bought this one coin. He was up $300,000 on this one coin. And you're talking about a guy that was making like $15 an hour, okay? He was up $300,000 on this coin. It's like, bro, sell it. That's insane. No, man, it's going to this market cap. I'm going to have $3 million by the time this is done. It's like, bro, that sounds great, but $300,000, you can have it right there. Well, he lost it all. Lost it all. And so people just get greedy. So if you have crypto and you keep hearing stories, oh, I'm up this amount, but I'm holding it. I'm up this amount, but I'm holding it. That's typically the time to sell. Man, you want a Whataburger? I need a Whataburger too. I haven't eaten all day. So I'll type the like button for more laughs. I'm going to buy some more Bitcoin tomorrow. I feel like I'm going to miss out again. I would buy Ethereum more than Bitcoin right now. Personally, as far as returns go, I think Bitcoin will be great long time, but to maximize returns, I don't think it goes up. I doubt it doubles from here, is what I'm saying. If I sell you my coins, it goes through the roof. I have to say, yeah, exactly. Sell me your coins, and it'll go up. Just buy and keep for a while and don't look. Yep, but it kind of sucks when you actually do look, and then you're down. That's the thing about crypto, is, you know, historically it goes through cycles, and you hold it for a while and you look, you're like, man, I'm down 80%. Crypto winter. I bought a trading bot for $3,500, hasn't made anything in 3 years, so we all make mistakes. Yeah, my buddy was using trading bots too, and it lost him a lot of money. If you design a shirt of your favorite star pop, Itsy Pop, $5 extra idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. But yeah, that's a talk for crypto. I'd like to sell a car, a Corvette or Classic for Bitcoin. Yeah, that'd be cool. And my dad still gets confused about Bitcoin. A lot of people do. Do you take payments in ETH? Probably would be the worst crypto to take payments in. I think the fees alone would be the majority of the car payment. I'm still waiting for Itzy in a bikini flaunting the Corvettes. We were just joking about that this last week. Since it was so dead, my mom said, you should have Itzy go out there in a bikini and wash the cars. And I said, I'll get one of my other girlfriends to do it. And Bobby all oiled up. Yeah, my dad. Get my dad all oiled up out there. I give him a Speedo.
He will love it. He will do it for sure.
With Jeremy. You know, Jeremy, he's gotten so tan. Jeremy's gotten so tan from working outside cleaning the cars that my dad didn't even know that he's got full tattoos all over, a whole sleeve of tattoos. Because you can't even see the ink anymore. And Jeremy's like, man, you see how tan I am? You can't even see my tattoos. And my dad thought he was, what do you mean your tattoos? You ain't got no tattoos. And then I'm like, yeah, and you can see them, like barely. And he was so confused. What do you mean you have tattoos? I'm so tan you can't see them. I think he would go out there in a Speedo. Hey Bobby, what do you think about Trump's little secret with Epstein? I agree, Jeremy gets darker over time. Well, you want to get me on that kind of stuff, man? We could be here for hours. Get me canceled. Get my YouTube deleted. But I think that's a huge mistake for Trump to backtrack on the Epstein case, because a majority of his supporters want the Epstein files released, obviously, and you ran a whole campaign on releasing it and putting all these criminals into jail, and then when it comes time to do it, oh, there's no more list anymore, huh? No more lists. It's funny how things just disappear. Kind of like Jeffrey Epstein just vanished. Yeah, everybody go change into your bikinis and we'll talk about Epstein's Island and all that kind of stuff. I always see I see all these memes on Instagram and stuff of Trump, and then it says whenever somebody calls Trump a racist or anti-Semitic, here's his black and Jewish friend, and it's a picture with him with Diddy and a picture of him with Jeffrey Epstein. Good old Trump. He had more chicken than any man I've ever met. Him and A2 at a golf tournament, and he had women left and right. Was a great human. I was 12. Yeah, I bet Trump is a player. That's the thing about Trump is, you know what? That guy is a player for sure. He's got a whole bunch of confidence, but when it comes to like that kind of stuff, you can't run a whole campaign and have a whole group of supporters all wanting a unanimous deal to get rid of what he called the swamp, and then when it comes time to do it, oh no, there's no more lists. It's fake. Really? Then why is that woman still in jail, Ghislaine Maxwell? What's she in prison for if there's no list or nothing? Mr. Hollywood. Yeah, he is pretty tall. I think his son's like, isn't his son Barron like taller than him too? But yeah, you can go on and on about all that stuff, but when it all boils down to it, they're all Democrat, Republican, this and that. They're all part of the same organization. Ain't nobody gonna help us but ourselves. So it's us that have to stick together. And just, help your neighbor out in your own community. That's the only way to make it these days. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see, how long has this been going on for? I appreciate all you guys sticking with me this long. How long is this live stream going on? Going on an hour and what is that? 20 minutes? Hour 40 minutes? Pretty cool. Yeah. Youngest that you know of. Who's to tell? Who's to tell? How many kids they got out there? But yeah, thank you guys for staying with me. So, an hour and 41 minutes. I can never figure out how to tell. Yeah, hour 41 minutes we've been going on. So it's really cool. Any other questions you guys have? Did anybody put a bid on that Corvette? Let's check. It's for 5 days. The auctions don't really...
Why would you bid so early in the auction?
People don't really bid that early, so I'll probably be like the high bidder for a few days, but we can check. Nope, I'm still the high bidder. I would love to have one of these cars, obviously. This is like the pinnacle C6 color combination. So ZR1, bright blue color. This was it, Jetstream blue with black interior. This is the pinnacle car to buy. But it's also like a $90,000 car. Put a bid in. ZR1. How much you need to donate? I don't know about that one, Dustin. Man, 90K, 30K, my limits. I need to, I guess I need to cancel the dealership and I'll start managing girls on here. But this would be carbon fiber. And pup, yeah, add some dogs in there, add my little puppy in there. But what is for, somebody said, what's for dinner? I don't know what, I think Itzy's cooking some chicken or something. I think it's already done. It's been done. We eating spaghetti with it?
Yes.
Spaghetti and chicken is what I'm eating tonight. Here's another Mercedes. Is this one an AMG? No. So here's another Mercedes, super low miles, $10,000. Still got 3 days left. So this, like, whenever there's lots of days left, the bid's usually double. No, Dustin has asked that before. She does not have a sister.
I'm gonna take her out.
I thought you already did.
No, I remember I got scared. Baby Boma. Baby Boma.
Committed by that is great for her bottom line. Yeah, unfortunately, y'all need to come down to Corpus, come to the beach, mom. But she is buried. I mean, yeah, her mom is recently married. Y'all missed out. She does have a single grandma, though. If you don't mind about, if you guys want a grandma, she does have a single grandma. And she likes to party. $55 grandkids. Yeah, my dad's waiting for some grandkids too. All he's got's my dog for now. But yeah, I really eventually, maybe when the channel gets to like 10,000, 15,000 subscribers or followers on YouTube, I would like to host like a huge car meetup or car show or whatever you want to call it. But I want to host one. But this one's going to be different than the average one. This ain't going to be the one where, you know, you park your car and you walk around. No, I want bikini girls over there washing cars, stage, a whole show, a whole festival, okay? A spectacle. Lots of girls, lots of bikinis, lots of cool cars, drinks. So I'd like to put on one of those one of these days. So once it gets big enough, we'll get there. Itzy just hit the camera.
No, it was Balma. Perfect.
Now, where are we talking, Bobby? Now we're talking. Yep, I know. We're getting there. Man, I thought you had 100. No, we don't have that much. On YouTube, we have 4,700, 4,800. Facebook, we have over 20,000. Instagram is like 3,800. So, yeah. Yeah, call all your friends and subscribe. Let's put something on nice. Yeah. And kind of do it where a lot of people, you can't really do it in Corpus. I mean, I guess I could. It'd be easier for me to do it in Corpus, but it's a hard place to put one on at. It's something about it, putting on a car show. What? He already knows what I wanted. No, I'm talking about having girls there, bikinis.
Shut up. I've been trying to tell Mr. Bobby for like 2 years already. Hey, let's put together a car show. Let's put together a car show.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to do it until he has nice cars to sell. And there was at one point in the dealership, we had like a bunch of cool cars. And like, Mr. Bobby, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, no, we need more and more and more. So I think not anytime soon.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the cars, okay? We're talking about having girls. That's the easy part. I can get that done. A bunch of friends about it, but still complain the videos are too short, which I don't agree with. I prefer longer videos. You're a good show, sir. You will get there. Yeah, I think like 4th of July would be good. I've been telling a bunch of friends about it, but they all complain the videos are too short. I prefer... I'm trying to read your message, Dustin. I've been telling friends about it, but they all complain the videos are too short, which I don't agree with. I prefer the longer videos. Yeah, that's a good question. Well, you didn't ask a question, but I have a question. What kind of length of videos do you guys like? Customers when they stop by buy goods. Get the real looking fake chicken. They will look real good. You know, the car dealership across the street from me actually has chickens. Like, they have real roosters across the street walking. Like, it is weird. They got roosters walking around the dealership. Alright, you like 20-minute videos. So that's... I'm trying to... I don't know, figure out what the best kind of videos is. Because like when I do the day in a life videos, it's really hard to cut them down to 20 minutes or like 25 minutes. Like when they're 30 minutes, 34 minutes, that's me taking off an hour of footage. Chick's chicken. But yeah, I guess I've been making the videos different links based off the topic. So like a day in a life video kind of has to be 25 to 30 minutes. I mean, they could easily be 40-minute videos if I just left a lot of stuff in them. But what's weird is when I post like shorter videos, like 20 minutes or less, they like do worse, which is weird. But like they're more condensed. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. Sometimes I make a video like this one. Let's see if I can pull it up. Like a video that I think's gonna do good does bad, and the video that like I didn't really put that much effort into does really good. Well, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's not showing my screen. Let's see. How do you do it? Click this thing?
No.
I'm trying to show my screen right here. Do you get floods out there considering moving to Texas? I guess it depends what part of Texas you move into. Different areas do, some don't. Alright, so look. This video right here, I thought this one would do really, really well. This last one I posted, it was under 15 minutes, great thumbnail, clickbait title, 26,000 views. This video I thought was really good, 3,300 views. This one I really didn't think was gonna do too well. 17,000 views. I mean, I knew obviously the title would be interesting, but I didn't think it would be that much. This was a really good video, and this is actually like the least performing one. Like, I think this really was the best day in a life video I think I've made in a very long time. Itzy's blaming it on the thumbnail, but that's because out of all the thumbnails, this is the only one I made. You could probably tell the difference. This was a horrible video. I will admit, this was a horrible video. The camera was bad, the microphone was bad, the editing was bad. Why? Because I didn't do the editing. There was a mixture of audio, and it just, I didn't do it. I let my cousin do that one, and it was horrible. Or like, he edited it weird, and the footage that he used was not right, mainly because of Itzy. I don't want to point fingers. But I do like the thumbnail. He did make the thumbnail on that one. That is a good looking thumbnail. But that one got 4,000 views. But yeah, it's just, you know, some videos do good, some do bad. Like this one, 8,000 or 9,000, 7,000. It's just, you know, stuff that you think is going to do bad does good. And then the videos that you like and think are going to go viral, they do bad. It's always the opposite. Like I said, that's why you stop trading and stuff, is because everything I thought was going to happen is just the opposite. Does Itzy know how to twerk? All right, I guess I gotta take some notes. I gotta hire some girls to stand back here in the background for you guys. Awesome stream. Glad you guys are liking the stream. As Walter, as far as floods go, again, it just depends on the cities and stuff. Houston, it'll get flooded in certain parts. Obviously, there was a big flood there. He turned the light back on. There's a big flood in that hill country area that was all over the news, but that was like kind of a random flash flood thing. Doesn't really flood where I'm at. We got hit hard with floods in New Jersey here past few days. I think if 30 minutes, it should be 2-part. So you like 15-minute videos, Reggie? Too bad you live in New Jersey, you'd live in the back. You gotta put drama in the title like Corvette disaster or watch me lose 10 grand. I know, I mean, I know that's what you have to do to get people to click, but I just don't want to be that guy. Like, I just don't want to be that guy that has clickbait titles. Yeah, Bobby, and trying your best is key. Well, thank you. What? Get off those auctions. Itzy's been obsessed with like these eBay Goodwill auctions. The self-finance is crazy. And getting back to, what did you say in here? I think it was, yeah, Dana, as far as the video cameras in the dealership go, I know if we had cameras set up all over the place, you guys wouldn't believe what goes on in the place. Like there's so much stuff that I'm not able to catch on video. And there's so much stuff that I do catch on video that I can't post. Like, there's some crazy people that come into the place and some weird interactions that you guys will get a kick out of. I should just live stream it all. I should just set up a camera everywhere and live stream all day, every day. But I feel like that would be too much. What's cool also over time is you guys are proving you're good people. Well, thank you so much for that compliment. We try to be. See, my mom's saying no, we should not live stream constantly. And mainly because we probably get canceled the first day. Between us, the customers. See, my mom is in charge. So my mom's right there in the comments. She's the HR. If I didn't own the place with my dad, I'm sure I would be long fired by now with HR violations. And so would my dad. Probably before I would. Yeah, you definitely need viewer discretion advised. And then sometimes the customers come in and they say like the most like like crazy stuff. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoy these live streams. Whenever I do, or when I get a house, hope to have a whole office to where it's like kind of better for this kind of live streaming stuff. Better backdrop and lighting. But it's getting about 10 o'clock. I think the food's done, so I guess we're going to wrap it up here, guys. So, again, I appreciate all of you guys tuning in. In a certain area of the deal, like, think people can enter. Yeah, that'd be cool. A Shark Tank deal. That'd be my dad's office. But, you guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And, yeah, I love the suits, too, but it's too freaking hot in Texas to wear them right now. So, hopefully, here in a few months, I can bring them back out. But, good night. Y'all take care. Thank you for tuning in. Auction, live stream Wednesday morning, 10 a.m. Central Time. Live stream again. So y'all stay tuned.